Hello, ladies and gents. It's Michelle. I have another carpetbagger for you. This will be my last one publicly for a little bit. I have two customs after this, so this will be the last one that it's filmed for a while. I usually don't film my custom orders. Unless, I have permission to, but most of the time these both have personal things in them, so I won't be filming them. Sorry. This little gem, however, is near and dear to my heart, as they always are. Oh my goodness. It's like children, just like when you think, oh no, I just don't have enough for another one, but oh, I have enough love for this one too. My goodness. This one is made from Bo Bunny, etc. paper line. Lost and Found paper by Jen Allison, and it's called My Mind's Eye. And the ephemera inside is very vintage ephemera. There are no scans. I've not scanned any of it, so it is all original pieces, and it is all from Patty Lang. And if you guys have not heard of Patty Lang yet, I do shows with her every Monday evening and every Thursday morning. She is a picker, and she just brings some of the most incredible things for you to buy. For instance, we had a show yesterday, and she had paintings on bark skin. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I know that my mind will never forget it. And it was something that I will never probably see again in my life. And it is just a fascinating show. I've learned so much about paper. I've learned so much from her. I can't thank her enough. It's been awesome. If you are not subscribed, she is linked down below, and it is just a blast to hang out in. It's a blast to get things that other people won't have in their journals because she doesn't scan anything, and she does sell one-of-a-kind items, and you are going to see some from the 1800s in here that is just absolutely amazing. And those pieces I did not use as like anything that is stuck in the book. You are able to take it out, use it in your own, whatever you want to do with it is fine. It is yours. And then there's various images from the web, as always. You guys know I'm always searching the web. The New York Public Library, public domain, a lot of public domain sites, excuse me. But this one, near and dear to my heart because I love script. I love postal. I love anything to do with writing. Once again, these books are geared towards just journaling. Not just journaling, but I want you to have enough space in there to write, where my tomes are more, cram-packed full. There's a theme. I don't name these books. My tomes I do. My scholars I do. These are just absolutely for you. I like to keep them semi kind of naked, so you have lots of space for whatever it is that you want to do with this book. So let's get into her. She is lovely. She is 36 pages. That's 72 pages front and back. And again, she's made from the Bo Bunny, etc. paper and the Lost and Found paper by Jen Allison, called My Mind's Eye. Just, where do you start? Where do you start? This is a pocket up here in the front with these little, postal tags. Everything that you see is going to be writable on the back. I usually do not put back anything of my ephemera because I want you to have more spaces to write. There's well over hundreds of places for you to write in this particular book. Love the telegram. It is all sewed with maroon and black thread. I started out with this beautiful doily. It was like a rectangular doily, and then this beautiful vintage lace under there, and then this beautiful, it's almost a cross between, I would say it's a crochet lace, and then this beautiful lace that you run the ribbon through, which I ran the ribbon through. The colors of the book are basically, you know, the maroons, the golds, things like that. Vintage buttons, of course. That is such a beautiful red button. It's actually maroon. It's a maroon button. So you can see that. I'm trying to turn up my color a little bit up on my camera so you can see it a little bit better. This does not come off at all. This is just a plate, and it doesn't come off. So don't try to take it off, or you'll rip it. It'll rip. But there's a little pocket there. And then here's all the lovely tails. Again, you can cut these off if you like. I particularly think that it looks cool. You know, I'm a shabby girl at heart, so I like all the shabbiness. I did tea dye. Oh, please. I did dye my own seam binding as usual. This is like a rusty, there's greens, there's reds in there, there's browns, there's black in there, it's yummy. There's the side view of her. So you can see all the goodies in there. Here's the top view. This is something really cool I think you're going to enjoy. Here's the front. Then you flip it over to the back, and this is the beautiful tapestry. It is a maroon with like a beige stripe through it. Absolutely love it. And as you can see, shining there in the corner are my bookends. Wait, book corners. Oh, slam a bookend on it. It's already standing up for you when you get it. Yeah, no, not a bookend. Book corner. And then some beautiful lace down the side there. So let's jump in, shall we? I think we shall. Like I said, this vintage ephemera that you're going to see, all original, not scanned, is absolutely real, true stuff for you. I backed it in here with this beautiful, it's like it's acorns and leaves and cattails, and it's just a really cool fabric to go along with that. This is some of the Bo Bunny etc. paper. There's a little tapestry here with a vintage button and some cheesecloth. I love the cheesecloth. And I use the salvage edge, kept that on there because I just think it looks cool. This is going to be my mind's eye, but we'll get to that. Let's get to the ephemera here first. These are very vintage. It says 19 and then you fill it in. Receipts for you. Then there is this book of, well, they used to be called green stamps, but apparently there was red ones too. And again, I have done nothing to this. This is the real deal. And then there is this envelope from 1961, Kansas, Midway, USA, Kansas Centennial. And here it says first day of issue. And it's a 4-cent stamp. Look how beautiful that stamp is. Even if you take this apart and use the stamp, I don't care. But it's absolutely empty inside, and you can fill it with whatever you'd like. And it is in great condition. This one came in a plastic cover. So then we go to, this is my mind's eye. It's beautiful paper, absolutely beautiful paper. There is a design on the back here, very, very faint, but very, very pretty. It's a beige color. And then this really cool, these are all like, you know, foreign. These are the ones that I searched the web for. I'm assuming that this is Dutch because that says, you know, it looks like the word Dutch. And then a little ephemera postcard inside. I just love the canceled. I love all of that. I love the script on this, everything. But this is a printable. You can write on the back. And then totally going to think, besides my key, I love the ransom lettering. I think it's so cool. Here is a page of just vintage notebook paper that is, you know, lined the right way, so you can just start writing as you want. I love these. The reason why I kind of geared them towards just the journaling is because they fit so nicely in your lap, because they are a soft covered book, so they can squish and they can mush and they can bend however you want them to. So there's that. There's some tea-dyed paper with some crocheted lace down the side and vintage buttons down the side. These are old. Oh goodness, are those old. Again, it's sewed with maroon and black. And then there's a postcard here that's only on the side, so you can throw whatever you want in here. And here we go into Patty Lang's stuff. Oh my goodness, you guys. Do you see the date on there? 1900. Okay, but let's go to the envelope. 1946, 3-cent stamp. It is addressed. This one is closed. I didn't want to rip it or tear it to try and get it open, because it's open there. Okay, so you can use it as a tuck spot if you'd like. But this, I have no copies of this. Patty has no copies of this. Is it. This is the real deal. This is from the treasurer's office. It is in another language. No, that's a city. My bad. I just can't pronounce the city. It looks like another language. November 5th, 1900. It's for $11.33. And it's for a lot, so maybe it's like their taxes or something. Yeah, installment taxes of $18.99, and it was received from Phoebe Yamu. I don't know. I can't say the last of her name. But look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And then somebody did some math on the back. Absolutely vintage. Vintage. And it's put on this paper. This was called parchment paper, the place I bought it. And you see the file folder coming up here. So you know there's going to be some kind of raggedy in there. There's tapestry, a little bit of the creepy cloth, and then a vintage button. And then there's a place to write there. This is like the salvage edge of the tapestry that I used. Old piece of lace, cheesecloth. It's just all in there. Vintage buttons all down the side. Love the baby vintage buttons, especially when they have the thread in them. If they don't have thread, I thread them. I think that is more complete. I like that. Just a little ticket here. Some vintage ledger paper from Patty Lang again. And I just sewed this and made this a pocket straight down here. And this is a printable. And it's just a printable of an old ledger. You can go ahead and write on it. I just did a corner pocket here. And this is delivery not included. Everything's postal related, obviously. And this is just stuck on there. This is not going to come off. It's just a kind of like a reinforcement type thing to make it a little bit heavier and sturdier. But it's not coming apart. It's not coming apart. The number 33 over here, I thought that was really, really cool. And my thing just went off. There we go. The number 33. Looks pretty neat, right? On that lined notebook paper. Loving that lined notebook paper. Music paper. I love that it goes this side. I left all the teeth on it for you. Some more of my tea-dyed paper. Oh, I'm going to go there. And just like, just random. You're going to see these random little ticket stamp thingies on there. Look at that. Oh, this is fragile. Receiving order, and you can write on the back of this. And this is actual parchment paper. It's my last piece to be exact. Parchment paper, and there's another part of a file folder, so you know you're going to see two of them in there now. This one says "Don't Crush," and it's from London and North Eastern Railway. Don't crush it. Here is the file folder with some more of that etc. paper on it, and then the tab is covered with the tapestry. Now I'm thinking this is a little bit too dark, so let's just jump back a little bit. We're cool there. Just a postcard I found on the web. And there's a receipt book. This is $18.98. This is all printables here. And there's the different stamps that they use, like hand stamps and tools for stamp makers. I love it. That's how you cancel a check and everything. I love it. All the ink, of course, is my inking method with the vintage photo, the black soot, and the antique linen. All the Tim Holtz. Here's the back of that page. Plenty of writing space. And then look, I made a little pocket there with just some little postcard ephemera, little tickets, little ticket in Japanese there, or Chinese. I don't know. I don't know my knees languages. But I'm learning. I'm telling you. Patty brings these books that are in different language. I'm learning what certain scripts look like, and I love that. And then another printable, and then there's some more of that paper. Here's a Western Union telegram, and then here's another one of those first day of issue 1957 airmail postal card. Nothing on the back. This did come in a protective cover, and I'm using it for ephemera. That's right. This I just love. I love the script on it. I love the stamping down it. It is a printable from the web. Absolutely love. Tapestry down the side. Vintage button. Little ticket here. More of that lined paper. Loving it. Going to see 3 of them now, you see. And I leave these blank. You can do whatever you want. I thought like maybe hang something from them. They're perforated. You can take them off. You can put them in your journal. Whatever you want to do. I know this is like a wonky cut, but I thought it was just absolutely cool because I wanted the stamp on there, and it was like on a collage, so I just took it off. And here is just another printable, and this is on that parchment, but pretty thick, 110 pound, I believe. And then here's just another printable from, is it Wanamaker? Really? Christmas book, 1903. It's an order form. Again, all writable space on the back. Oh, and the tea-dyed paper right on that. There's so many places to write in these books, and I absolutely love it. And I'm having, again, such a blast doing it. Here's the middle of the signature. Here is a little postal stamp. Here is the first one of the Raggedies. If you can see, I left the little thing that says notes at the top there from the file folder. There's some old ledger, the word create, some Tim Holtz paper, some just pretty paper I printed off the web, ticket, book pages, lined paper, music paper. You will find something different every time. And it's all wonky sewing and it's all the tails left on, but it's more of a texture thing. It's more of a calming thing, you know, pet it. If you're having a bad day, just pet it. Just open her up and pet her. She's very nice. She doesn't bite. There's a Tracie Fox image right here. There's the back of that ledger that said subscribers ledger. More book pages. You can see a vintage check down there. Just pet her. More of that yummy lined paper that fits perfectly in this book. I love it. Another stamp. Here we go. More of Patty's vintage ephemera. You guys, this is lovely. All I did down the side here was just cut out these just postal, cancel postal, and just made it a side tuck and sewed it on there. This is from, look how old the cellophane is on that it has yellowed. It's from Alice Bank and Trust Company in Alice, Texas. I can't tell if it's 42 or a backwards 6 is what it looks like. But postage was 3 cents back then. And this is an original. I just want to be careful with it. On, this is 1946. And this is to pay to. And it's just $1.25. It's been canceled out. Look at the back of that. Ah, come on. The stamping, and it's purple. Oh, the purple stamp. They used purple ink to cancel it out. But since this was from the Alice Bank, I did find this piece of ephemera that she had. And I'm just going to stick it back in there because they kind of match. So I like that. And then that just slides back into there. Beautiful. Love the stripe with it. It's a nice contrasting color. It goes with the inside and then it blends again with the outside. Crochet trim. This is some of that lace seam binding and then vintage buttons down the side of that. Crochet trim down the side of here on that heavy parchment cardstock. Just a pocket here. Just left it blank for you, whatever you want to do. There's the back of a raggedy here. Again, it's perforated. If you want to take it out, that's fine. Here you go. Here we go. Are you kidding me? This is what I can tell. This is a loan. And do you see it's for 1881? The person had 2 male dogs, and it's an assessment list. And basically what it is, it's long. It is a very long piece of paper. Is they listed everything that they had. It's very faint, and it's done in pencil. Like right here, the number of carriages that they had, the number of horses, the number of cattle, their wheat value. I think this was like a, you know how you have to have, what do you call that? Like backup. Not backup. You have to have, like when you put collateral. That's the word I'm looking for, collateral. Anyways, this is the state of Indiana, 1881. Look at, they had to put the barrels of pork that they had, and the value of that was, they had 1 barrel, and the value of it was $10. That's crazy. Of the oils, they had like $40 worth. Of their logs and their timber, they had 27. So the whole thing of their collateral came to $1,480. They own 2 male dogs. And this person was age 48 for the loan. So this is yours to do what you feel. They're absolutely wonderful. Again, 1881 from Patty Lang's show. She's a seller, so her prices are amazing. Ask anybody that goes on there and buys from her. Amazing. Things that you'll never find again. Tea-dyed paper. There's more of that file folder with some etc. down the side with the tapestry for the tab. Left these ones blank so you can write on them. There's the parchment, the back of the purchase order with the stamp. Here's a little pocket here that says Gospel Hymn number 6. More tea-dyed paper. Here is the back of that music sheet. And I just put a little, you can use a little tuck there if you want. But I sewed it up, made it a pocket. And that pulls out of that for the California State Fair, 1898. This is just a printable image off the web. This is a printable image off the web as well. But it was really, really cool. I love anything that's in another language, and the stamping, and I think it's very cool. And this was too big to put into the book, so it just slides right there. Use it as a bookmark, take it out, use it as a ephemera, whatever you want to do with it. Again, that lined paper, a little postal stamp there. There's the back of that vintage ledger that I got from Patty, and I sewed that one, made it a tuck, and put some lace on the corner there. You can put whatever you'd like on there. There's a little stamp on that one. Tea-dyed paper, little collage here with old vintage buttons, the tapestry, the cloth. There's crochet trim there, everything like that. I think I'm going to do a tutorial on that one of these days on how I get these to get onto the page. Just how cool is that? Anything to do with script. I'm all over it now. Font and script are becoming such a new love because of all the different books and everything that I see on her channel is in all the different languages, and it's just love it. Little tuck there, some more writing space, writing space, writing space, and again writing space down here. It says urgent. More of my tea-dyed paper. And we're at the end already. What? Put this cool little rusted looking number 6 on there. It's just cool. And then some little baby that you can write on, the postage. Little lace trim down the side there, and just left the stripe plain. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this beautiful, the Bow Bunny, etc. How it says, like, the airmail, and it just went perfect. And I was gifted this by Maggie White, so I want to say thank you, Maggie White. Again, link below. And this one, look at the old typewriter. That is just so cool. So let me cross this out, and that's a printable off the web on my tea-dyed paper. This is a real postcard, and it's a library. Hello. Libraries are better than Disneyland. It is wrote on, and from what I can see, it's 1915. Unfortunately, the stamp was ripped off because you can see a little bit there. I did not do it. And this is how they got to people. Like, they just write their name and their city, and then West Virginia, WV or WVA, and then they find the people. Like, do they just go by and they go, oh, yep, you're Evie, there you go. There's your mail. Like, how, you can read it. It says, hello, baby, how are you? I am fine and dandy. And then you can read the rest when you get it. It's really cool. I'm fine and dandy. Who uses the word dandy anymore? I'm going to start. I'm fine and dandy. Again, my signature card in back. It says a Carpetbagger M. Scott for 2019. So there she is. And she will be my last for a little bit because I have 2 customs. And those are going to take a little time. And then I will be back at it because they're so much fun. And, you know, for wanting to really write and have a lot of writable space, but yet still have that cool ephemera in there. Look, see, you just pet her. You just pet her. Look at that. You just play with her and pet her and all that. So much fun. All right, ladies and gents. She will be listed up on my Junk Journaling Sells and Crafty Stash page. However, most of you have been getting a hold of me through my email or my Facebook page, through direct message, private message, whatever you want to call it. It does not matter how you get a hold of me. I do not care. You just reach out. My Instagram, though, I do not check that daily, so that is not a very good place to find me. My Artful Crafter page, I'm there every day. On my, of course, Facebook, I'm on every day. My Junk Journaling Sells Crafty Stash page, I'm there every day. I will always be checking my messages on Facebook. These lately have been going by timestamp. So, usually, you know, it's last time she got it by a minute. So, good luck. I don't know what to say. But this is her, and I hope you enjoy her and love her. Oh, and she's also coming with, because I did want to put this on the front. However, Jaden helped me decide on that one. But she's coming with an old brooch. I want to put something wearable with my journals, and she absolutely can go on a sweater or a blouse or a blue jean jacket or anything. I like to mix it all. And then there's a couple of extra pieces of ephemera if you want to put them in. And then I gave you just an extra scrap of tapestry, and then you will be getting some extra really, really cool papers to put into your journal. Always send little extra gifts. So ladies, thank you so much for watching. And gents, as always, I always sell my tea dye paper. That's always for sale. You can contact me any way you'd like on there. I just really appreciate your time and looking at my newest Carpetbagger. And I wish you a great day. Thank you, ladies. Bye. And gents, bye.